Sports gambling on campus is huge.
I feel like you could walk up to 60% of the guys and talk about sports gambling, and they'd be right there with you, talking ball.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Would you say it's big on campus?
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge.
It really is a community thing, yeah. Because I'm in a fraternity here, and like it's a big part of the culture.
Yeah, especially with the male population.
Yeah.
Ever since sports betting came about, it's not as fun as watching the games if you don't have money on it.
I was sitting in class and there were 3 dudes behind me talking about their parlays, so it's huge. You can walk around anywhere and you'll hear about sports betting.
In a whole week, honestly, I kind of like do 1 bet a day, 1 to 2 bets a day, like $5 to $10.
In my opinion, the majority of young men on college campuses have placed a bet within the last week.
Dr. Dan Field is a USC professor and therapist specializing in the treatment of gambling addiction.
You can gamble while you're in class, and you can gamble right before you go to bed. You can gamble all the time.
We need that. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Finally, Jesus.
There's still what? What's the cash out on it? Overall money-wise, like, would you guys say you're up or down at all time?
Probably down.
We know kids who take it to the ultimate limit.
I won't say his name, but I know an individual. He's bet $4.3 million total, and he's my age.
A lot of young men are not just betting on sports, but betting recklessly and are developing a really problematic relationship to gambling and lose a lot of money.
I need to stop gambling.
But are you?
You're joking about it, but do you actually think you need to stop?
Yes, 100%. The problem is, this sounds bad, but I do have I work a lot. I make good money for my age. It's not ruining my life by any means. I still have enough money to go do what I want when I want, but it's definitely building habits that once I start making 60, 70, 80 plus grand a year, that the units are gonna go up, I'm gonna lose more, I'm gonna win more, and it's definitely a problem that has been a pattern in my family and that I've been told from a young age to stay away from. And I mean, for fuck's sake, I have a dice tattoo on my arm from my grandpa. He was a gambler. So yes, if we're gonna revert to the question, I would say it's definitely becoming a problem, and I would like to stop.
Psychologists, they say we're not seeing a full picture now, but we are seeing way more young people gambling on all sorts of things, and a lot of them get their start through sports betting because it's so mainstreamed and normalized now, and so that is a gateway to all sorts of betting. And if a whole generation is groomed to become gamblers in their teens, imagine the sort of gambling problems we're gonna see.
I am a gambling addict, and I'm here just to let other people know, what's going on with this industry and how devastating it can truly be. I started gambling when I was 16. It was pretty bad before I turned 21, but then once I turned 21 and I could legally gamble on those apps, the world just got so much worse for me. So it started with just US professional sports, NBA, MLB, NHL. Toward the end of it, it was absolutely anything, especially during COVID. I would bet on things that you couldn't even find them on the internet. I was gambling on a tennis match with teenagers that I've never heard of. You could bet on who wins the next point in a Korean ping pong match right now. And I was doing that. That apps give you lines for anything. Typically, DraftKings and FanDuel were the apps I used, and they just bombard you all the time. I would get emails from VIP hosts, 6 a.m., 2 a.m., middle of the day, middle of the night. Trying to get away from those apps was impossible.
Like brick-and-mortar casinos, the gambling apps have VIP programs that set up their most prized customers with a real live VIP host. It's about making the bettor feel special in order for them to bet more and hopefully lose more.
I've been a VIP at pretty much every sportsbook in the US, every major sportsbook. And it's a great experience, right? You have a host who texts you, they might give you free tickets, they might give you free merch. You're probably gonna be able to bet larger amounts of money.
Lose enough and you might be designated a whale.
Whales are VIP customers who lose an extraordinary amount of money. These companies have hundreds of people whose sole job is catering to them, making them happy.
So I mean, you can see here, February 2023, I was 22 years old. I think I was down about $12,000 at the time. And then DraftKings reached out saying, hey, you know, do you want to join our VIP showcase period? Your account shows potential to receive long-term VIP treatment and offers. And they list out some of those offers: exclusive promotions, VIP support team, personalized bonus opportunities, priority access and invites to DraftKings hospitality offers. All you need to do is let me know. And then I let her know, was in it for a little bit, then started winning money, and they kicked me out. And then the last few emails are me reaching out and them ghosting me. I think it's like a little bit messed up to kind of advertise anybody can come join and win big. You invite them to the VIP program and, you know, give them all sorts of free stuff, and then when you figure out they actually know what they're doing, you kick them out.
What I found in talking to VIP players, the sportsbook would say, oh, you want to go see a football game? You want to go to a tennis match? We'll get you tickets. You can go sit in our seats. We'll wine and dine you or whatever. But that when that player started to show a positive balance and started winning, those offers stopped coming. When the balance went back down to zero, the phone started ringing again. And now the VIP host is saying, hey, saw you lost all your money. I'll give you a bonus if you want to deposit. You know, this is predatory in a sense. The VIP program is really a program for very important losers.
VIP managers, they're almost like the Grim Reaper sometimes. They're coming knocking at the door, trying to encourage people to wager more.
Now, the industry will tell you these people are all VIP whales, you know, that they're all people who can afford to lose it. You know, what they'll say is, well, for somebody who's rich, the stakes are a little higher than somebody who is, you know, a regular person. You know, they need to bet more to have more fun. Maybe that's true. Probably not, though.
It's kind of crazy that, like, I was a VIP at places when I was 22, 23 years old. I'd lost like $10,000 for their sportsbook, and they have hosts texting me, soliciting $50,000, $100,000 deposits, people offering me free tickets, all of these things, when they didn't even know if I had a job. They didn't know where my money was coming from. Like, that's pretty insane. VIPs and big losers are a necessary part of the business. The vast majority of profits from these companies come from a very, very small number of users. That's where all of the money is. So is it inherently predatory? Yes, when you have programs dedicated to making your biggest losers happy as possible and making sure that they lose as much as possible, yes. Would the industry be able to exist without them? Probably not, at least not in its current form.